This is Dr. Lou Sella, sport and performance psychologist. It's a beautiful day here in the Back Mountain region of northeastern Pennsylvania. Just had a tremendous meal at Outback. I think I talked in another video. I did a 72-hour fast yesterday. That was wild. I had nothing but water and black coffee and some electrolytes. And that was a wild experience, and it definitely had a lot of benefits. But I'm going to give you today the number one action to take that I learned in my doctorate as a sport performance psychologist. The number one action to take to improve and create the elite performance environment. So obviously this is a channel that focuses on the triple option, and it's going to help you do that. The number one action to take, physical action, is to shorten work time. Because when you shorten work time, you will prioritize what you're doing, and you'll give your people a strong purpose, because you're going to be able to hold their attention span, and you're going to be able to, because you're oversimplifying everything, you're going to stick to the mission. These are the things that most high school coaches aren't doing, because all these grind culture folks, they're grinding their kids into the ground. They're wearing them out. They practice things that don't get much improvement. And by the end of the season, their kids are done. And you're just going to keep getting better and better and better. Shorten work time. It's not just a theory. It's what you do. The winningest head football coach in the history of Pennsylvania is Jim Roth. Jim Roth's won 499 games. When he wins his first game next year, he'll win 500 games. He's the winningest coach in the history of Pennsylvania. He told me he started doing this 15, 20 years ago. He said, 48 hours before a game, Lou, we practice an hour. An hour. He goes, we don't go longer than an hour on a Wednesday for a Friday game. He did that 20 years ago, because he said at that point, how much practice do you need? Plus, he wanted to keep the things that they're going to do in the game as the priority, which is running plays. So if you shorten your work time, let's say you're practicing 2 hours after school, you reduce it to an hour. What is that going to do to your football program? It's going to make you eliminate an hour of unnecessary junk. It's going to get you to cut to the chase on what matters. Because in that hour, you're going to have about 20 to 25 minutes of practice offense, 20 to 25 minutes of practice defense, and 10, 12 minutes of practice special teams. Yeah, you do a quick warm-up to get the blood going in your players to eliminate soft tissue injuries. I could show you how to eliminate soft tissue injuries in a minute and radically improve your ball security if you'll let me, if you choose to become a client. Call me to learn more about that. But just by reducing your practice to an hour, you're going to give your football program priority and purpose. You're going to give your triple option offense priority and purpose. You're going to be able to stick to the mission. Because right now, Air Force runs 4 plays 34 times a game. Zone dive, mid-triple, trap, toss. That's all you got to practice. The average high school football game consists of 48 offensive plays anyway. So why do you need to run all this other stuff? Shorten work time. Shorten work time. Shorten work time. That is the number one action I learned in my doctorate, not just from Coach Jim Roth, the winningest coach in the history of Pennsylvania, but it was reinforced in my doctorate. When you shorten work time, you improve your priority, your productivity, your purpose, all those killer P's, and you limit tasks to the important, which once again comes back to priority. Shorten work time. That's the number one physical action I learned to create the elite performance environment. That's what I learned in my doctorate. Coaches, if you want to become elite and you're tired of just being like everybody else, pick up the phone, give me a call right now. My number's on the thumbnail of this video. So is my website. The Triple Option Football Academy and Triple Option Football Academy camps are going to show you how. Go to tripleoptionfootball.com/testimonials. You can see all the success stories that have come from the camps and the academy. It's no accident. My clients win because they learn how to coach with priority, productivity, and purpose. You know why? Because I forced them to shorten work time. And they're willing to do it. So if you're ready, let's go. I'll see you in the next video, but we'll talk on the phone as well. See ya.